Hi, I'm Kevin Mack from Krav Maga Nation in Philadelphia. I'm going to show a technique right now. It's more of an advanced technique against weapons, and it's described in different curriculums in different ways. Some curriculums, it's knife against knife. Sometimes it's short club against knife. But it's also one of the techniques that we can use common objects to defend against. A lot of our advanced techniques, or the techniques that are higher up in the curriculum, are based around that defend and counterattack that we have in yellow belt or orange belt, where we use two hands, and it's two separate movements of defending and attacking. While in the advanced belts, a lot of our things are one movement. Like our attack is actually our defense. Like the attacking hand or the attacking kick is creates a body defense. Now the attack is an underhand stab. It's a close range attack and it's an underhand stab. He's coming in here and he's driving into me. Now this is the defense. For the purpose of this, I'm using a rolled up magazine right now so I don't hurt my partner too much. This is also represents a short club. So this can be just a short stick. It could actually be actual real magazine. I have it duct taped because if you train with this for a while, paper flies everywhere. But I've rolled up magazines and done the same technique. So we're using this right now so I don't damage his wrist. So we're going to do this a few times. Okay, it's an underhand stab, and I'm just going to go through the technique, then I'll describe it. Okay, ready? Go. Right, other side. Ready? All right, this again. What's happening here? The stab is coming in. If I stay here, I get the knife. What I want to do is create a body defense and get offline. I want to get away from where the knife's going. The knife is coming from the outside and coming in, so I want to go here. But I want to defend that attack. So I'm punching the wrist, okay? I'm attacking the wrist. I don't want to wait till the momentum and start defending it here. The drive starts there. So I want to anticipate and eliminate that threat before it gets all the momentum. The momentum is unstoppable. So I'm driving down here. I'm aiming for the wrist. The attack gets my body out of the way. See my cover hands up here. I don't want to leave my hand out in case I'm late. So I'm driving down. You can see this is effective even with just a rolled up magazine. You know, if he stabs, boom, I'm just hitting him. And you can see if you train this in class for a while, people start to do this, it starts to suck. But I'm driving down. Now my body's offline, his attack has been stalled momentarily. From here, I go straight to a slash, here. Then another slash. With a magazine, the slash is more of an annoyance. It's more of a distraction to get you out of the way. But we want to keep it consistent because it is also a defense for knife against knife. So if I have my own knife, the difference between using the knife against the knife is that this is much more effective. Because not only are you stopping him with force and solid matter, you're cutting him as well. In class, with just the magazines, people are constantly dropping their knives. Now imagine if you have a bladed weapon and you're stabbing. It's unlikely that that person's not going to be holding that knife for a while. All right? So from here, I go here. Then the slash to the throat, internal jugular. Slash to the throat, external jugular. The slashes also are utilized to get me to where I need to be. I do not want to be here and staying in the firing zone here where you can grab and continue stabbing. I want to be way over there. So my slashes aid in getting my body to where I need to be. So I'm doing the defense here. This slash gets me out here, and then this slash gets me out here. So now I can kick and I can get away. So by defending, slashing, and then slashing again, it aids my body to put me wherever I need to be. And that's the theme of the whole defense in and of itself. Whatever I'm doing with this hand is taking my body to where I need to be. So he stabs, now my body defense is there. Hand, body. Hand defense, body defense. Common thing in Krav Maga for almost every weapon defense, punch defense, kick defense. Hand defense, body defense. Hand attack, getting my body out of the way. That's what we use for a knife. This is, if you're carrying a knife, or if you're military, you're stabbing, boom, slash, slash. You can continue coming and attacking some more. I have a book. defending here, I can't really slash his throat with the book, can I? But I can do something, and you have to stay consistent. I'm not going to flip the script and change it into something to where I now have to memorize the technique with the book. I'm defending, boom, I'm just hitting him with the book, just punching him as an extension of my hand. All right? It's nothing different, but I'm still getting to where I need to be. So I'm attacking, hitting him here, punching him here, kicking him in the groin from behind, and getting out of there. You have to continue hitting the head, because wherever the head goes, the body follows. So if I'm defending here and I'm hitting him here, he's turning that way. I can push him, I can attack his groin from there. It has to be a hardcover book, paperback's not as effective, all right? But it could be a clipboard, it could be your iPad, it could be anything you're holding that's solid enough or a blunt object that can stop this force, this momentum, especially from close range, okay? The knife is coming here, boom, I'm hitting that. I don't have enough room to hit, all right? So this is super important to get this body out of the way. So you need to punch it across. And I emphasize punching specifically if you're going with your own blade, like a folder, right? So because you don't have that much of a blade. It's not like those training knives that are really long. So if I'm used to training with the training knives and I try to do that and slash, I'm going to miss. So if you aim your wrist towards his wrist, you're going to get it. Because you only have this little blade. So in here, boom, aiming right down on the wrist. Okay? So one more time, bam, and then you slash, and then you slash. It's up to you as a student to recognize whether you're willing to slash another human being's throat. All right? If somebody's stabbing me, and their attempt is to try to kill me, my goal is to stay alive for my family, for my children. So why I don't have any joy in slashing somebody's throat, it may be necessary. But I might not have this. I may have my book. I may have a magazine. I may have a short club. Okay? So I have short baseball bats, same thing, boom, hit, and continue coming in. So bladed weapons have the effect of cutting his wrist, stopping the attack, and slashing his throat. Blunt objects like books, rolled up magazines, short bats or sticks, you start to hit them like a blunt object. But it's still the same attack. It's still like this V shape. So you're blocking, you're hitting, and then you're hitting again. Maybe you're hitting again, kicking the leg and getting out. But the key is in Krav Maga, simultaneous counterattack, defense counterattack, blue belt, brown belt. Your attack is your defense. Your attack is your defense. It's getting the body out of the way. It's not two separate movements. It's not like I'm hitting and then stepping and then doing something else. My body can't stay here. If I defend here, I'm going to get the knife if he's driving through. You're going to ask, can't you just do 360? Yes, you can. But the reason why we do crossbody is because if I have a common object, if I have my own knife, majority of the people are going to hold in their dominant hand, and majority of the people are right-handed. He's right-handed. I'm right-handed. If I'm holding my equalizer, I am going to try to cross the body because I'm right-handed, he is right-handed. If I want to, boom, I can do that, that's fine. But that's a beginner technique. This is the advanced application, weapon against weapon, knife against knife, short club against knife, book against knife, whatever I want. All right? So the whole goal is to get the body out of the way and negate the momentum of this attack. I am doing it by this, kicking, getting out. All right? His wrist is red, raw, and sore right now. That's just a magazine. That's just a knife. There's a bone here. If you hit that bone directly with a wooden stick or a pipe or a book, boom, that happens, and it's one of the most painful things you can feel, and the knife drops and it's out of your hands. My name is Kevin Mack. That is defense against an underhand stab using your own knife, knife against knife, short club against knife, or book, magazine, any common object. This is when we start to show you how you can use common objects to defend against. If you have any questions, feel free to check us out at KravMagaNation.net. That site will be up in a few weeks, or PhiladelphiaKravMaga.com. Thanks.